Alright, so I am back, and today we're going to take a look at the Cloud 9 Quakeblast, which is the, knockoff of Quakewave from Fans Toys. So, this is all getting ready for the Masterpiece Shockwave review that we'll be able to compare all three to show off which one's the better option. So, I love this artwork. I love this. This just looks awesome. I just love the way it looks. And it's got the open up where you can see a diagram of the figure. The figure, of course, would be right behind there. You got the Cloud 9 logo. I guess that's their logo. That's different. You get that. More of that. More of that. And on the back, you've got you got this bio right there, which is actually talking about him in the animated series, which is actually pretty cool. Let's see. And it's actually talking about how, like, in the cartoon he was pretty weak, and easily defeated, but in the comic books he was an actual threat. That's actually really cool. I like that, because it's not like deliberately saying like who Shockwave is, but it's just kind of like telling you like, hey, here's what's going on with the character and which and whatnot. So you get the product image, which looks good, and yeah. So here we go. So as you guys know, I've been crazy busy at work, so I've decided to try just a little bit to cut back on the time it takes for the review. So I'm just going to go from alt mode to robot mode rather than robot mode to alt mode back to robot mode. It's just time consuming. So we've got a couple things. We'll look at the accessories when we get to bot mode. So he's got this piece here. This is like the Fans Toys one. You can take this apart and then wrap this around like so. And now you've got the and then once the Masterpiece Shockwave comes out, we'll actually take a look at all of them in gun mode. So now you've got the gun barrel like the Fans Toys one, which it looks all right. They did a really good job with the purple paint to a fault here, because you can see it's coming out through all these slots. So that does not look so good. They really should have. But I think they were just focusing more on the purple than they were the silver. So that's a little unfortunate. But we've got this barrel here, which is a completely separate piece that you have to just set off to the side. And, you can't really do anything with it. But it's cool because it looks more like the G1 Shockwave. Because the G1 Shockwave, you didn't store it anywhere. You just set it off to the side. So yeah, he definitely has that look of Shockwave all throughout. Looks great. Die-cast handle here. Just all around looks good. Got the targeting sight. Got the hose going on here. Now this hose was a pain to get in. The way I ended up getting it in is I just kept twisting back and forth on this piece until it went through, and I'm using the longer hose as well, and I'm not going to take this out ever. It's there for good. And then on this piece, what I did was, if you actually take the arm apart, this circle piece is on its own piece, so you can take that circle piece out, and that gives you a little bit more clearance to just kind of fiddle with the little circle piece and the hose, just kind of wedging it in there. Rather than trying to have it here and doing that, you can actually take it off and just work on a little bit more clear. Let's see here. Does the waist collapse too? Did I miss something when I was transforming him? I think it does. There we go. There we go. Alright, that's a little bit better. Okay. So, but yeah, so all in all, this thing looks great. I mean, it looks like Shockwave in gun mode. No questions there. This is a little, like you know, I kind of wish it was a little bit better balanced so I could stand up, but I mean, that's asking for a lot. That would be really hard to do. So, anyway, let's get him into bot mode. And first thing we want to do is pull this piece here off. That's on there really tight. There we go. Now a lot of people have been breaking this, and did I break it? Did I break it? I think I broke it. I may have broken that. A little bit looser than I would have liked. Yeah, I broke it. I'll have to take it apart and replace it. So slide this over like this. I mean, at least it's not coming off. It's just a little loose. Oh, maybe that's normal. I don't know. Anyway, and then you want to split the arms. Rotate them out, and you want to rotate them about to there. Then you can flip this panel here open. Just like that. Open this up, flip the head up, like that. This will close up, just like so, and then you can close these in on the sides. Easy breezy. We've seen this transformation before, because this is where it's identical to Fans Toys. Is just everything is the same. So just be careful of this piece here. I'm gonna replace this, but I'm gonna wait till after all the reviews are done, so I don't break the other one. Extend the waist here. I'm gonna do this off camera. Just there we go. Just so that I can get a little bit better grip on it. Open this piece here up, and then you can fold the trigger up like that, and then this piece down like this. You want to flip these out just to kind of get them out of the way. Split the legs, and then extend them down. And as you can see, if you guys remember from my Fans Toys review on this guy, I had a lot of trouble getting those legs in and out. I didn't on this one. I don't think I transformed the newer version of the Quakewave, so we'll take a look at that. Rotate this around. This is the one part that scares me. It's the way this is designed. It's really hard to get it over there, so you're putting some stress on both the hinge and on this piece here. So just kind of be careful of that as well when you're folding it in. Just like that. And then there's some tabs here and here and here, and slots here, here, and here. So just tab them in. And then this piece here, you can, I guess you could leave it there if you really wanted to, but what you want to do is untab it, and then it slides out like this. Rotate it around, and then this is on a little slider, so you push this a little bit forward, and then you can kind of rotate it around a little bit here. There we go, and it just tabs into the back like that. Flip open the foot, and the toe's on its own hinge there as well, and then the heel will come out as well. These are a little loose, but it's not like it's losing its grip or anything. It doesn't feel very secure. And then rotate it forward, and you got the leg done. So do the same thing over here. So what you want to do is extend the leg like that, rotate it around, rotate this piece here down, and then forward. Except that just concerns me just a little bit. Like that. Put this piece here out. Around. And over like so. Just like that. Flip this forward. Flip this back. There we go. And then from here, what you can do, you've got a couple options. I'm going with this as my as my gun barrel, so it's just, I'm going to set this off to the side. But if you like to incorporate all the pieces, you can use this piece here, which might, yeah, it's definitely not going to put as much pressure on this piece here, because what that piece has to do is go all the way down and into that hole right there. Whereas this one, it's just, I mean, the whole thing's gapped up like the Fans Toys one. But you want to untab these, and then you can rotate this whole assembly around just like Fans Toys. And then this will just all tab together, just like that. Hold that up. This will come down like this. And then this tab here, if you flip this back piece here up, you can plug that in right here. And then this will, it doesn't really go all the way down is my problem. And then this can come up like this, I guess. If this isn't here, that can go all the way up like that. And then we can tab this in. All in all, this piece here is not a successful piece. I don't think. You can see it doesn't close up. Just to grab the Fans Toys one here real quick, because we're going to compare them a little bit more later. But this like sits completely flush. And you can see like it's got the silver paint going here. It looks better in bot mode. While I'm here, yeah, those legs do work a little better. Oh, here we go. There we go. They work better than the original one, but not as good as this one. So, but we'll do more comparison here in just a second. We are going to do a full review comparison between him, Masterpiece, and Fans Toys at some point, as soon as Masterpiece comes out. But we are going to take a pretty good look at the two of them today. But for me, I'll just take this off and just leave this down. It just seems to look better for this particular mold. Like I really like the way Fans Toys looks. And then if you untab the feet here from the sides of these boots, he has rockers. He's got ankle rockers. So you do get a little bit more mobility there. All right, so, hand. This is my favorite part here. So you flip the hand out. It's really in there tight too. There we go. Flip it out. And there is his hand. Alright. So let's talk about him. I think first off, that purple. Oh my god, that purple is it's just amazing. I love this purple. It is so rich. And just I don't know, guys. This might be purple of the year. It just looks so good. So very, very, very good. I cannot stand how awesome this looks. Posability wise, Or yeah, we'll just go over everything, I guess. So he does have a light up feature. I don't have the batteries, and I'm not going to get the batteries. But it's actually a push button. Here, this top crest here is just a push button. So you'd push it down, and it lights it up, which is a little bit better than the Fans Toys with this just the switch. Head is on a ball joint, left and right, up and down. Works just fine. Shoulders have a hinge here, so you can get up and down like that. And then also there's a hinge here, so good range of motion there. Swivel there, bicep swivel. He's got a double bend elbow. I'm trying to check. Oh yeah, Fans Toys does too. Alright. And instead of having that tab on the back like Fans Toys that plugs in there for alt mode, he's got little notches on these elbows. So when you pull them into a certain place, they lock into place like that. I think that works pretty well. Hand is on a swivel. There is the ball jointed thumb with a hinge here and hinge here. Looking at the Fans Toys, I'm just trying to... His thumb does not have hinges. Each one of his fingers has a ball joint and one hinge. And Fans Toys just has the pins. I'm not a fan of this ball joint because, as you can see, it's loose. This is why I don't like individually articulated fingers. I don't like it. It doesn't work very well, I don't think. Articulation is the same on the other side. Of course, he's just got the blaster instead of a hand here. Waist swivel works fine. Legs ratchet up, ratchet back, ratchet out, or no, just friction out. Thigh swivel. Bend at the knee. There is a swivel right below the knee. As you guys saw, there's the rocker for the ankle, and then not really much of a tilt. A little bit, I guess. Yeah, just a little bit. Not much. All in all, this thing is great. All right. So first, we'll do size comparison. So here he is with Prime. So you can see he's about the same size of Prime. And here he is with an MP car. So yeah, he's definitely got a good size to him. And I want to show this off real quick. Here he is next to the Fans Toys one, who, as you can see, they are very close, but he's actually a little bit taller. So let's talk about. Let's go to the accessories real quick, and then we'll talk about the comparison. So, like I said, he comes with this piece and this piece. Use whichever one you want. It's up to you. He comes with one of these installed. So that's the clear purple hand. So if you like that, you got that. It's also got the solid purple hand, which I prefer. That's what I've wanted. I don't like the clear plastic on the figure because I don't want it to break. Like, this just did. And then it does come with a second hand. So I guess in case you break one of the clear plastic components, you can just flip it out. So that's pretty cool that you get two options. This one's like slightly shade darker too. Just ever so slightly, not significant by any means, but just so slightly. He's got 2 hoses. One for, this is supposed to be for the bot mode, and this one's supposed to be for alt mode. But I'm just using the alt mode one because I like it better. So, and like I said, these things are a pain to get in. I do say, you know, take this 4-arm apart, get that circle piece out so that you can have a little bit more ease getting that in there. And also see that they rotate. You know, if you're sitting here and you're trying to, I don't know how well that's coming off. But these things are rotating. So if you're sitting there trying to, you know, push and, you know, trying to squeeze that in there, it's gonna just rotate rather than that. And he also does come with a replacement blaster for if you break it. Which, yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Could be wrong. Maybe I didn't. No, it's broken. Yeah, definitely broken. So you got a replacement piece in case that happens. So like I said, I'm gonna leave that one on until I'm done with the reviews. So in case it breaks, I'm not worried about it. So that's a pretty bad design flaw. But I mean, you could always use this piece and you won't go down that road. You know, simple as that. Now, differences in between him and him. Virtually everything. I watched Skullface's review on it a while back, and I was like, no, it can't be completely different. But it is. Shoulders, different. The shoulder joints are different. Heads, different. Like this one's a little bit smaller, leaner, and this one's more longer. Chest pieces, different. Waist, different. Hips are different. These pieces, the hip flaps, different. Thighs, different. Shins, different. Knees, different. Feet, different. You know, completely different feet. Arms, different. Different types of blasters. Hose is different. See this, you know, this might be part of the reason why that one doesn't sit quite so well, because see, this is completely different. This one's thinner, this one's thicker. So this you can see this back piece here is pretty small, and this one's pretty big. So these guys would not be interchangeable at all. Target system's different. Every little bit of these figures is completely different. The overall design is the same, but like the transformation's the same. The look is the same. But I have to say, Cloud9 took what was pretty much a perfect figure in Fans Toys, redesigned it, and made a perfect figure. This is, for me, this is as close to perfect as we're gonna get when it comes to this character. I don't know how well Masterpiece is gonna be, but they've got Masterpiece has a huge uphill battle in between these two. Just comparing him to this guy, it's gonna be hard for Masterpiece to win. But then to go up against this guy, who is absolutely, he's absolutely going to be one of my top 10 figures of the year. I could promise you that right now. He's going to be in my top 10 list. This thing is awesome. Everything about him is just, everything is just a little bit better than the Fans Toys, I think, except for this piece right here. This is kind of stupid, but you know, everyone's been saying that it's been breaking on them, and I just wanted to use this piece because I like it. I like the look better. Lesson. It shouldn't have been a lesson. You know, everyone's been saying don't use this. You know, and you know you're probably gonna break the toy. Don't use this. I used it anyway, and I broke the toy. I'm not gonna. I'm going to fault them a little bit for the design of it, But I'm not going to fault them because mine broke, because I knew there was a problem going into it, and I did it anyway. And when I remember when I popped this thing on there, I was like, huh, that sounded like a snap. So I'll be using this from now on. So anyway, the fact that you get all the replacement parts, and this, I absolutely love having this purple hand option. Kind of wish it was gray, but now I'm just kind of being a, that's just kind of like, that's too far. I think it's fine. It really is. I really like having a solid plastic hand, just to kind of make it look a little bit more different than this piece here. Like if his robot hand's plain and then this thing's clear and this is clear, that makes me think, okay, there's a lot of power coming from here and it's going to come out here. But here it's like, oh, that's just weird. You know what I mean? Anyway, he's more stable because his feet are bigger. As you can see, I mean, he's just got this tiny heel spur and his toe here, a little bit of a toe. And he's just got the boots. I mean, he's yeah, I mean, and I love the Fans Toys Quakewave. I do. But Cloud9 Quakeblast is a superior product. And significantly cheaper. This guy is going for what, 70, 80 bucks, something like that. Whereas he's like in the 150 range, I think. And then the Masterpiece one's about 160, something like that. But he's cheaper. The quality of the plastic's better. Well, that's really hard to say. I'd say it's on par, easily on par. The fact that, he's got molded plastic, like the purple is just molded purple. He's got this finish on him that just makes it look incredible. I am thoroughly impressed with this thing. I highly, highly recommend it. I don't know how well Masterpiece is going to be. I don't know if it's going to be better, or about the same, or what have you. But I'd say for this price, I mean, definitely pick them up, because this would be a good option. Like, either you're going to go Masterpiece, if you're going to go Masterpiece, or you already have Fans Toys, I recommend getting the Quakeblast. Just, if you're one of those people that like to have alt modes displayed. So here would be a good alt mode display. I'm dumbfounded. This is supposed to be a knockoff figure. I am highly, highly hoping we see more from this company. I really want to see more of these things. Something that's been engineered already so that you can cut that cost out, but redesign every aspect of the figure. Make it better. Because if you can make a figure better than the original, you're doing something right. And I will not fault a KO company for improving on original figure's design. I will not fault them for that, because they should. The original design should have come up with those fixes to begin with. It's not much. It's just the design of him is better. He's more stable. It's just everything about him is just that much better. Just that much better than him, except for the gun. But that's pretty bad. But it's like, just doing stuff like that. I don't mind KOs if they're a KO with a purpose, and this is definitely a KO with a purpose. It's definitely we know what we're doing. We're gonna design this better, make it look better, paint it better. Oh my god! I mean, seriously, there is no question here who's better painted. It's not even. It wouldn't even be an argument in my book. This thing is just absolutely stunning, and I'm kind of a paint guy, or kind of getting into a paint guy. I like good paint apps. I always like good paint apps, but when it comes to, like, having the entire figure painted, I'm starting to get more and more into that. But I'm a sculpt guy. I love good, sharp sculpts. And this guy has got so many great, sharp, crisp lines. I mean, look at how this is designed. This like smooth, rounded surface, yet it still comes to crisp lines. Those are the kind of sculpting decisions that just set you apart from other companies. Things like that just look great. This thing is just so cool. Everything about this thing is cool. I just really, really, really love this figure. This, like I said, this is definitely going to be in my top 10 figures of the year. And if I were to pick a list right now so far of 2016, this guy would take it by force if necessary, but he would take it. So enough of me gushing over a knockoff. But I would say it's only logical to pick up the superior version. And I hate to say that because, Fans Toys for a while, that was the version. But honestly, he is superior. So in all likelihood, I'll be selling this guy at some point in the nearish future after I do the war. He's a little dusty, but after I do the war with the masterpiece, I will probably be letting this one go. But then again, the hose is better. I will say that the hose is better. But I can't switch them out either. That sucks. But yeah, the hose on him is better, and the gun is better. That's it. Everything else is subpar in comparison to this one. I mean, this guy is just I can't believe how cool he is. Yeah. So I guess that's it. And now he's looking taller than him, so maybe it's just kind of an optical illusion. Anyway.